Welcome to Retro Repair Roundup, episode number 26, where the plans are non-existent and the points don't matter. As you can see, like nothing is like what we said was going to happen last week, so here we are. First things first, let's get some basic stuff out of the way. Thank you to everybody who stopped by tonight to watch our crazy little silly show that we do. Remember to lasso that like button and spur that subscribe, whatever. Old West
do the
jokes.
Stuff.
Do jokes. Hit the like button. Okay.
Just do it.
Now that all of that's done, let's welcome. First off, we're going to welcome our guest, Steve of Mac84. Hi, Steve. Say hi.
Hi. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't have my hat.
Oh,
very
it's
sad.
As you notice,
wait, Javier, throw me yours. I'll catch it.
Caution, due to time dilation, may arrive after show ends. As you noticed, Steve is not Retro Tech or Die. Retro Tech or Die, if you follow him on the Twitters or anything like that, you'll know that he had a little medical issue that he had to take care of, unfortunately, so he couldn't be our guest tonight. So
I am a very poor replacement.
Who wants to show up and do things? And our very first guest is now our 26th guest. So,
wait, am I ending it now? Is that
no?
Yeah, this is the last episode.
Don't do it! Don't!
Sorry.
Second thing you'll notice, Ron is not here tonight. Ron went out camping in the cold like some sort of... who does that? Canadians?
Vikings.
Trina, we'll talk about that in a moment.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, Ron could not be here tonight because he was crazy exhausted. And finally, we have a new host. We have Trina of Trina's Technobabble as our new fourth Hollywood Square in our wonderful little show. Everybody say hello to Trina. I'm sure we all know Trina, but welcome, Trina, to the craziness that is Retro Repair.
Yellow.
Thank you.
Don't murder us with your iron fist, please.
Cool. So,
and we're gonna also rename the channel to Trina's Retro Repair.
That's right. We're gonna rename the stream.
Purr. Just rolls off the tongue.
Right? It does.
Raw.
Or something like that. Yeah.
The next 90 minutes are us making dumb noises. We're sorry in advance.
Figures.
So, as I said at the outset, we have in the show notes, there are no plans tonight. We don't know. We don't know. We're just going to talk about cool things.
I am not even in the show notes for tonight.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, you're in there now. No, you're not. I didn't even see. Okay, so I started planning the show for tonight at 7:20 p.m. If that.
Yeah,
Trina, just make a little black mark in your notebook next to Joe.
I know. It's already one negative against them.
Yeah.
Put him in the
Way to start off the new year right.
Credit. Okay. So I don't know who wants to talk first. Steve.
Hi.
We're gonna say hi to Steve. And
Hi.
we are going. Everybody kind of knows who Steve is, but go ahead and tell everybody real quick, Steve. Give everybody a synopsis of who you are again, and then we will do things.
Well, I like long walks on the shore as long as there's an arcade nearby. No, so I'm Steve from the Mac84 YouTube channel. I'm also on the social media dealies as Mac84 TV, as in television. And you can find me also on Mac84.net. And I have a weird sickness with Apple computers, and nobody told me that there are other crazy people out there. So I'm very happy to have fellow crazy people, just Joe and Trina and Javier and all the other people who are usually here. Just bear with me as we
crazy
recap things and make things crazier.
I'm not crazy.
Says the person with the stack of power books and iBooks to their right.
Garth, the link should be fixed. If you refresh the page, it'll work.
But anyway, so yeah, I started a YouTube channel about 5 years ago. Started tinkering around with weird crap in my basement, and there's more crap in there now. And so I do live streams and repairs and stuff like that. And Joe is a bad influence. Trina is a bad influence. Javier is a bad influence. Ron especially is a very bad influence. But
we
I
can
love
make
them all
fun
dearly.
of and blame him for everything, Steve. because he's
Yes.
not here.
Right? Everything is Ron's fault.
Blame
I'm
it,
3D
Ron.
printing a Ron mask right now, so at the end of the show, we'll no. Joe could print it faster than I can, I'm sure. But anyway,
Give me
that's
There we go.
We
Ron's
need
here
him.
tonight. Ron, what are you doing?
That's his
Being
camping
angry
face.
in the background.
Yeah, this rugged nature face. Yeah. So, anywho, I do repairs sometimes. I make videos sometimes. That's me. You can find me on the UpTubs as Mac84, and I just released a video about Power Mac G4 MDD, which was pretty neat. Spoiler alert: it didn't explode when I turned it on, but go watch the video. I know Trina likes
that
them
was
when
the
they
wrong
explode.
spoiler alert. You
I
said a
do,
spoiler
I
alert.
do.
It may have exploded. Go
It
watch
may
my
have.
video.
All right, let's edit that. It may have exploded.
In my videos, explosion are guaranteed. You know that.
That's
Josh
the
Wilson
tagline
says-
for your channel. You get a lot of subscribers that way.
Explosions guaranteed.
Speaking of, I got a 3D printer now. The world's much less safe now. Yes, Josh. Welcome to the army. Welcome to
Yay.
the 3D printer army. Yes.
I'm currently printing a case dealie, Joe, for the
Nice.
thingy I got from you. So
Yes. Yeah.
we'll see if it works.
Oh yeah, Joe, you wanted me to do something. Yeah, I heard something.
Yeah. So
Oops.
here we are. So let's just get right into it. What you working on? Well, Steve got one of my Y cable things from jcm-1.com.
A tremendous value.
And before I released those, I was trying to design a 3D printed case. If you look carefully, yep, there you go. If you look carefully at it, you'll see that it's got little holes in it because it's designed to take little nylon screws to hold a case together. So the plan was there, but my 3D design capabilities are non-extant. I can't keep my hands in the same place in 3D space without knocking over crap. So designing something 3D is dumb. So I decided to just go with it. But Steve is like, "Do you have a case for that?" I'm like, "Okay, here's the thing I kind of did." And he's like, "Great, I'm designing my own. Awesome." And then I asked Javier, because Javier did a super insanely good job at redesigning the case for the Ethernet adapter. I'm like, "Hey, can you do a thing for me?" And
which is good.
Yeah.
It's good that he's creating it.
That doesn't burn.
Yeah.
Don't
anyway,
let me create it. Mine is with Legos and rubber bands. So
Hey, that
Dude.
works,
hey, at least it'll stay in one piece.
right?
we'll try. I look forward to Javier's that has smooth beveled edges and things that actually fit correctly.
And it has pizzazz.
Pizzazz. And may catch on fire.
Hold on, where's my lighter?
Yeah.
So Steve, what else are you working on? What's going on in Steve's world?
Oh boy, what am I working on? I have nearly every single piece of kit that I need to do that Macintosh SE30 clear case project that I teased last year. So that's the lovely clear case, exactly, from Mac Effects. And I have just a stock SE30 logic board. I have extra memory for it, but the key to this is this Lapis Pro Color server, whatever it's called, PDS card, that gives you external video on a monitor that you can plug into your SE30, but it's color. And so the idea was that let's just ditch out the analog board and the CRT, and let's put a little LCD in there, but drive it from actual hardware from back in the day, which I thought it was really cool. No laser riders. No, thank you. But a few things were holding me back on that. The power supplies are really expensive, but I found one that was pretty affordable on eBay or Amazon, wherever it was from. And it seems that there were some things that I did not need in the power supply that I saw others using. So hopefully that'll work out. I have to 3D print a little dealie just to hold the screen in place, and I have to actually remove the analog board and test the power with just the power supply. So there's a few things to jump through, but it might work. So that's sort of where I am at this point.
The promise of might working is all we need to keep going.
Yeah, at least the LCD screen works. I did tease that. Where it is in the basement right now, I have no clue, but we'll find that.
It's there somewhere.
It's somewhere. It's on the property. That's just
It's
there.
like I sold an
Handwriting Gundam.
AGP video card that I can't find anywhere in this room.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
no
you
idea where
think
it is.
You would think the curse of space, like Steve's got so much space, things can just get lost, is the cause of the issue.
No.
But no, it's not. I mean, Trina's losing a card this big in a 12-foot by 12-foot room. I have a 16 by 16-foot room and lost the cover to an Apple III.
No, this is where the sickness
It
is.
just disappeared in this room. I couldn't find it for a month. I ended up finding it on the shelf where it belonged.
Well,
Elves put it there. Magic elves.
It'll look the first time.
Yeah. Macafax is here. Hi.
We're just speaking of your lovely case, Mac.
Yeah, we're talking about this wonderful product here. When are you going to do another run, Mark?
let's just stare at him coldly through the YouTube space, for the next.
Rudy's here. Hey, Rudy.
Hey, Rudy.
Our original host, who is so crazy busy lately, he can't make it to.
Just too cool for us.
Host,
I
but
mean,
he is always a host in our heart. We replaced one Canadian with another.
Replace one Canadian with one of equal or lesser value.
Oh wow! Thanks, lesser.
Wow!
No, it was equal or lesser. Wow!
I'm not the one who makes the coupons and the vouchers, Trina.
Oh gosh! And Steve, are you working on a like some sort of video or documentary about Lisa?
I'm working on a lot of things. Yes, so I am the video editor for Before Macintosh, the Apple Lisa, which is a documentary by computer historian David Grealish, and so there's a trailer for that out now, and you could take a look at that. So that is something that hopefully will be done within the next few weeks or months. We're hoping for early 2023, obviously this year as a release date. There's still a lot of work that I have to do on my end, but I'm waiting for some pieces to fall into place. So very exciting though. There's a lot of cool content for that, and I'm hoping because of the 40th anniversary of the Lisa that we could tease out some more stuff. I've been tweeting some things on the account that we have. Yeah, the account that we have, the source code for the Apple Lisa was just released by the Computer History Museum, I believe is the name of it. That was neat because they started doing that ages ago, and we actually got questions at VCF Midwest. We did a panel. Me and David were on the panel for the Lisa documentary, and someone asked about the source code, and we're like, "Well, we don't know when it's going to be released. Hopefully soon." And sure enough, they finally did it, which is nice. Obviously, we all know some of the legal craziness that is involved in stuff like that, especially from a company like Apple. And if you read the terms and conditions when you're downloading it, it's a bit silly. But I think it's just
you're not allowed to use this code for any purpose other than observation.
Yeah. So it's very, very kind of. I don't think anyone's going to pay attention to that, but legally speaking, I think that's what they were trying to do. But anywho, there's a trailer out for the Lisa documentary. Hope to have more to say on that real soon. But there's a treasure trove of information and cool stuff in there. One thing I will tease is based on a hunch I had. I went spelunking in the internet archives of Google searches and crazy stuff like that, and found out that some university had the original photographic negatives from the only reporter on site of when they dumped those poor Lisas in the landfill. And I may or may not have access to 50 beautiful, high-resolution, uncompressed black and white negatives from that event, which were scanned in. We paid to have them scanned in. Some they'll be in the documentary, some of them are in the teaser. But they're both like beautiful and heart-wrenching because it's like, oh my goodness, these poor Lisas, Oh, Javier, what is that? What is that? I need that now. Thank you.
Yeah, just remind me. I collect these things.
That's too bad.
And they have things for Macintosh, and I have for Apple too, of course.
Oh, nice. They have negatives in there, like
Yeah,
transparencies.
I think so. Yeah.
Ooh, you have to
Apple
get you
training.
scanning. Ooh.
I scanned a lot of them already,
Oh, great.
and documentation from Oracle, and yeah, I you know, if anything, we'll talk. We can talk, you and me, and you can maybe borrow some stuff. Yeah,
Oh
why not?
yeah, yeah. No, that's
We
great.
got a lot of negatives. Yeah,
That's
just
cool. Yeah,
reminded me.
yeah. It was just one of those things where I was searching for all the information I could find about the date of the dump site of when they dumped the leases and all that stuff, and was able to find out some information. So go to applelisafilm.com for more information. We'll post when there's more information about a release date and stuff like that, but it links to the trailer on there, and the website is very let's say appropriate for for the content. I'm gonna try and pull it up here, and I'll see if I could share my window here if the technology gods will
I gotta
allow it.
click buttons. Jeez, like
I know it's like a
geez,
baby's toy.
What even is?
There we go. So
Nice.
very simplistic website, but if you go to applelisafilm.com, it redirects to my thing because me bad at web host, and link to the trailers there, the Kickstarter and the Twitter and all that stuff. So there you go.
Cool. Go do it. Do it now.
Do the thing.
So,
Yes.
so Steve, everything is broken garage, or better known as Ryan, wants to know: can I show the video to my computer science classes?
That would be excellent. We have not worked out all the distribution details, so I'm not sure exactly what's going to be, the procedure for that and everything like that. But anyway, the information will be posted on the website when it is available. The film's not done being edited yet, so we don't have exactly a schedule or anything for the release. But obviously, the people who support it on Kickstarter and Indiegogo will be the first ones to get access to it. That involves making DVDs and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm just very excited to wrap it up, and I can't wait to share some of this stuff with the world. So it's been a privilege to help Dave with his project, and just he did so many great interviews and asked great questions to some people who are sadly no longer with us, and just trying to figure out some of the story behind this stuff. So it's great to get a historical perspective on things like the Lisa, because you blink and that was 40 years ago, and the people who managed the project or worked on the manufacturing or the engineering or the marketing or the artwork and stuff like that. I mean, things happen. Nobody sticks around forever. So it's very important, I think, to document that stuff, especially because of the historical value of the computer that inspired the Macintosh, which inspired so much. So but I think it comes through really well in the documentary from all the bits and pieces that are there. There's gonna be a lot of extras, let me tell you that. It's a lot of extra content. So for those of you who paid for all that fun stuff on the Kickstarter, you'll be able to see that, and I'm sure there'll be other release methods too if you missed that, of how to get all the extras. Will it come on Twiggy discs? I'll tell you what, you send me the Twiggy discs and I'll send you a DVD. Does that work?
Just 3D print them.
Yeah, just 3D My Twiggy drive that's worth $50,000 is making weird noises.
Oh, that's so bad.
Do not insert foreign objects into the Twiggy drives, please. Oh gosh, no.
Including actual Twiggy discs.
Yeah, including the discs don't go in the drive.
And also including twigs.
No twigs
Yes,
allowed. No
Twigs? Ah.
That's why they renamed them, because kids were sticking twigs in them. That's not a fact. That's not
I was buying that hook, line, and sinker. I was like,
okay. No, Trina. That's how.
Steve is such a nice guy. He can make up things and sound completely believable.
right?
That's probably why he's worked in documentation all his life.
Nobody questions the guy who's crazy enough to try and understand how it works.
Right.
Bye, Rudy.
Ciao, Rudy.
Hi, Rudy.
Cool.
Or the guy who's crazy enough to go to all the engineers and be like, explain it to me like I'm a 3-year-old, and now explain it to me like I'm a 2-year-old.
I'm actually that guy.
Yep.
That's what I do.
You and me both, Javier. I've heard you talk about your painful experiences on some of these live streams. So I feel your pain immensely.
Yep.
I'm that guy too, but the problem is the person I'm explaining it to is the end user directly while their crap is broken.
While
Yeah,
the
well,
crap
yeah,
is
that's-
broken.
How does this work again? Do you really want to know? Would you understand if I told you, even if I dumb it down?
No.
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 Then why
No.
am I wasting my time?
Exactly. Let me finish my work. Yeah.
Joe, we have to work on your end-to-end easing of information to the end user.
Yeah.
No.
Joe has a hammer, run!
I'm in charge. I can do whatever I want.
As somebody who deals with end users, I totally support Joe using a hammer.
Let me fix it for
I
you.
have one literally right here, ready at all times.
This looks
I-
like a
I
hammer.
I went Australian and I got a boomerang.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
So when you beat the problems, they just come back to you.
Exactly. Just bid him and bring it back.
That's not good.
Yes. So
Oh boy.
let's ask our new host, Trina, as if she were a guest, what she is working on next. Since she's the new face in the group here.
How
What's
many
going on in
billions
your
of
world,
laptops?
Miss, I have 150,000 laptops to sell and get rid of.
I only have a few, just one or two.
few.
But so I picked up a bunch of IBM ThinkPads. The actual.
I'm sorry, Trina,
IBM
and I have a few image writers. Okay, we'll go
Yeah,
with that.
yeah. So I picked up a few IBM ThinkPads because Mike's Mac Shack, and Justin D. Morgan.
ThinkPads.
Yeah, but no, you have a ThinkPad. I have an IBM. You have a Lenovo. I have the
Oh,
classic-
okay. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, XP. Yeah, the
Ugh.
IBM.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah,
And if
those
you
old
want,
school IBM ThinkPads are those last the T42s, the very end series. God, those things are indestructible.
and if you want your Twitter feed to blow up, post a picture and say you're working on one. Holy jumping! I've had more new followers, more people liking this thing. It's crazy. It went absolutely viral, which was interesting for me. It didn't come with an optical drive. But you can get an adapter in here that you can put a SATA drive in
That's
it.
a
So
Lenovo, though.
yeah, Lenovo.
yeah, you don't have a good one.
This thing kicks ass.
Yeah, I know they do.
Anyway, moving on. Go ahead.
So there's an adapter that you can get you can put a SATA drive. So I picked up a 120 gig SSD, and when the adapter arrives from Vancouver, I'm gonna put the SSD in it and put Windows XP back on it and do gaming with it.
Oh, cool.
So that's what I'm working on working on. I got the drive, which I ordered off eBay but arrived from Amazon. I got to be careful because my address is on the other side. I just was like,
Yeah.
let me show off my address.
Oops.
So
Everybody, send her things in the mail.
That's right.
Trina, I have a beautiful red hat to send you.
Yeah.
I bet you do.
And a bunch of printers.
And a bunch of printers. Everything that she just mailed me, including the hat.
Oh, there
I
you
get
go.
the board. I get the boards back. Yeah, they work. Sure,
Amy.
that's it. Yeah, take them.
Work.
Yeah. Hey,
Joe, that's a good combination. I like it.
I like it as well.
Why
Well,
am I-
you're wearing two hats. I don't have one, so there you go.
Yeah,
well,
making up
you're
for it.
used to wear a lot of hats, Joe, in your work.
Ah, see what he did there?
Because Trina doesn't have one, so I need a hat for Trina. Let's see.
Yep.
There. This is my hat.
What
Hold
in
on.
here is Canadian? So
Hold
hold on, I'm gonna put my Naboo on my head.
Yeah, there you go.
I have my
What is that?
label. It's a label maker.
Oh, wow.
That's
it's
about the
big.
size of a laptop.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah, I got it for free when I got the free laptops.
I
So.
have label maker envy. Yours is bigger than mine.
I don't know. A label
Here,
maker.
do you want to exchange them, Joe? Look here. I'll just
Right,
I'll
yeah, look
give
at
it
that.
over to you.
You can kill somebody with that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so this morning they were talking about the new AST The AST Research Mac84 or 86 MS-DOS compatible card, blah, blah, blah. It was on eBay? No?
I got confused.
Okay.
You
so
said
there
Mac
was-
84, and I'm like, huh?
No, sorry. Mac86.
Okay. It's
But
more
it's an-
advanced than you, Steve.
It was a brand new sealed in box AST Research Mac86 MS-DOS coprocessor card for vintage Mac SE.
Can I guess how much it went for?
Go ahead, because I just got the number. So
$450.
no, actually only $212.50.
Oh wow.
So
I was saying in Canadian, of course. I mean, that's
yeah, of course.
Ruples and ruples.
But I
Ruples.
expected it to go for around $400.
yeah. There was another one like that. I don't know if it was a 386 or a 286 card. That was in the box and everything in it. I think it went for close to 400.
Yeah, this one only went for $212 sealed, which is amazing.
Hmm.
No, you can see that the plastic
be
is on
nice.
it. So.
I know, but like only 200 and something.
Oh, well,
Jeez.
well, compared to the 400, yeah, I'm surprised. I was expecting it to go for four plus because it was still sealed, brand new in the box.
That means the
expected-
capacitors are just leaking away without your knowledge.
That's a possibility as well.
Leaking away.
No, that's Joe. We have to save the singing for the segment after the show.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's a
Okay, and what
bonus.
is it with everybody tonight having pizza? Because I had pizza. 2 people on Dave's stream had pizza. I see
I
that.
know pizza. Where's my
Starbucks
pizza?
Tech-
I make homemade pizza every Saturday and Sunday.
Nice.
Must be
it's
nice.
a tradition.
Yeah, I mean, come on,
No,
Javier. They're not offering us any pizza. What the heck is
Yeah,
this?
exactly. Where's the oven?
Yeah.
Well, my leftovers in the fridge. Go grab it.
Joe pulls a slice out of his apple III behind him.
I just envisioned
let me
Joe
get it out
doing
of the
that thing,
pizza
you know,
warmer.
on the air with the dough, and then put him in a huge oven and singing opera. Oh, sole
Yes.
mio.
This is the content we need.
So yeah, so that's, and then I have a bunch of hard drives that I've been pulling out of these laptops, and been testing those and slowly deleting them. Because the one I'm testing or the one I'm deleting right now is another 57 hours before it'll
Why don't
finish
you
deleting.
just format it?
It's
She
weird
has to be
when
fancy.
when I start deleting it, sometimes it doesn't show up in Windows. So
No, you just put it in a Mac and say, "No, go away," and it goes,
Format
and
it.
then it's done.
Just kill the entire file system at once.
Yeah.
Or use Darren's boot and nuke and boot to UBCD, use dban, Darren's boot and nuke and overwrite it.
Joe, what language are you
I'll
speaking?
let it. I don't know. That's why
I'm
I'm like,
talking in computer PC IBM speak, Steve. Yeah.
hey, you have some PCs, so you can't say anything.
I mean, sure.
One of
He's
them
never
was
gone into the BIOS or tried to boot to like any
What's a
installation.
BIOS?
sequence.
so
Yeah,
that was
there you go.
that was the weird part. When I first opened my business, everybody started bringing in, like, I had a whack of Mac people going, "Oh, I have old Macs," because I put up an ad saying I'll buy them. And the first one I remember opening it up. It was a white MacBook from like 2006, and I'm like looking at it going, "Okay, so is it the escape key or F1 to get into the BIOS?"
Somebody
But I
didn't do
remember-
their homework.
Well, no, because this was the first time I'm coming from the land of PC, so my automatic thought was, I need to boot from CD. Let's go into the BIOS. I'll change it to, as you went on a PC, change it to CD first. No, because I remember Googling it, and Google kind of going, "Haha, what are you, drunk? There's
yeah,
no
exactly.
BIOS on these
Yeah,
things."
exactly.
At least you didn't cut your
Surprise,
teeth on like the Power
TFI!
PC. Yeah.
No, yeah, it was a MacBook, and it was really funny. So the MacBook, this person who had lived upstairs from where I was living at the time, got in contact and said, "You can have it for free." It doesn't work. She had taken it to the Apple store, the geniuses at the Apple store, because she couldn't power it on. So they ordered her a new battery. So it worked with the new battery until the battery died, and it stopped working. They never once suggested the charger. So I get it, and I have like a MacBook Air that I bought that day as well from somebody else, and I was able to plug it in. I'm like, oh, because I plugged in hers and there was no light coming on the power supply, and so I plugged in the Air one. Oh, there's a light on the power supply. So I went and bought a knockoff power supply and sold the thing for $200 back. That was 7 years ago. So prices
I would have bribed the person that gave it to me. Look, if you want it back, my labor and time of fixing this is at least $6,000.
But yeah, well, she just wanted, because the Apple Store had said we don't know what's wrong with it after replacing the battery, and had her buy a new one.
Oh,
Of course.
The genius.
Oh,
of
you
it-
don't want to trade in your old one. Okay.
Yeah, they just had her buy a new one, so she had already got a replacement one.
That's so silly.
that is very sad.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't a peanut butter sandwich in the CD drive or something.
I'll put a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in my floppy drive.
I would like to see how you get a peanut butter sandwich into the optical drive on
No.
a Mac.
You
Trina,
will be surprised.
don't ask such things from this
You
crew.
will be surprised.
The answer to that question, Trina, is perseverance.
Joe is already like working that out in his brain of how to do
I've
that.
already got it figured out.
See?
I've got like the whole mechanism already in my head.
Just
But
take
if
just take
if
a
you do
really
it with
heavy-
almond butter, that's a completely different story.
Yeah, yeah. The room temperature is very important. Almond, it's got to be a little bit warmer, so it's a little bit thinner. Yeah.
This is the new segment of the show now that Trina's here is just like
Yeah.
how to reverse engineer peanut butter into electronic devices.
Right.
That's how the sponge gets in all those old boards. That's how it
Right?
works.
Exactly.
There's some guy at a factory with like a jar of peanut butter. Ugh, there we go. That goes there. Make sure it goes in the vias.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Moving
Oh,
on to
God.
Javier.
Oh, by the way, Everything
Oh, no.
Broken Garage has an answer: blender and turkey baster.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't want to know.
And some peach preserves. Javier, what's going on in your world? What you working on, buddy?
Oh my goodness gracious! I've been in joystick weirdness hell for the past 2 weeks. You know, I have a joystick. If you haven't heard about, somebody good friend from the community sent me a joystick because he bought. Oh, let me show it. Why am I doing? So, oops.
Oh,
I
Javier
broke
showing off his joystick again. Oh my God.
So yeah, look at
Everything-
the.
I wasn't going to say anything, Trina.
This is a Mach 4 joystick, and it's a PC version. It was a PC version with a Y cable. I replaced the cable with a normal DB9 connector, you know, a DB9 cable, and I just replaced all the stuff. So it looks almost like an original one. Then I open it up, and I happen to have the Apple II version for this, and open it up and check out the board, and the board was almost identical, but it was missing a chip. So I replaced the chip. I ordered it, and it came today or yesterday. I put it in. I connected to the computer, to the Apple II, and it moves. The mouse moves, but it moves like only down and only to the left. So there's still something happening over here.
To the right.
Exactly like this. I can't do more. But you know, at least it's been working. And then I tried the joystick button, and it just crashes the Apple II. So I'm just, you know, I gotta open it up and investigate what's happening over here. But you know, hey, progress. And I bought one weirder one. Here it is. Where is it?
Javier's joystick gets weirder tonight after 11.
What?
I just like how you said, Javier, that, and you just said it and then you left it alone, that when you push the button it crashes the Apple II. That's a feature, Javier. Come on.
Yeah. Well, the problem is
That's how
I'm
you
used to a
redo it.
lot of features. And I don't want to lose things for features.
Undocumented features are great.
So I got this one. This is same thing, but it has a little very weird thing going on in there, and it has a board that it's kind of made up, and then the keyboard is like. So
Wow.
I still am investigating this. I think I found what are these for. I think they're to control microscopes for electronic microscopes.
Oh, interesting.
Because I saw a video where they have one of these. I don't know about the keys, but I saw a video that they used one of these to move one of the microscope like the guys you guys have. But I think yours are more newer, sophisticated. But those are for people that they have like I think the joystick moves the base, so the microscope doesn't move. The base is the one that moves, and the joystick is the one that moves and like.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's weird. So that's what I've been doing. That's been my craziness these days. Trying to get these work and to investigate what's happening with them.
Javier, if he's not playing with his joystick.
I'm always playing with my joystick.
Okay, leave your hands for the rest of the stream, please, up so we can see them.
Hands up all the time.
Javier's like, hold on, I'll be right back.
Joystick.
If you see another pair of hands, then there's a problem.
Oh man. Where are
So
we?
what are you working on, Joe?
Oh, too much.
Stacking hats, obviously.
Yeah. Building 36 orders. Yeah.
Make that 37.
Ah,
Yeah, just like I don't know how people know to order stuff from me. I just don't. But
That weird website, the JCM. Hold on, -1.com.
if you go over there, there's a weird guy on the front.
that weird guy's website. He's got like odd parts for old computers on there that make the old computers work better. I don't know why anybody would go there. No. The big thing with that is that Bob Darlington's light sound card was back in stock, and I had 25 of those, and that's 25 of those 36 orders, and the rest of the orders are just my standard weekly Blue SCSI orders. So it's been a kind of a crazy weekend. I've got like 12 Blue SCSI sitting over here built that I need to ship out and get those orders out.
You should let people
there's
know
Bob.
that
Bob says more coming. So.
they work in Next.
Yes. Kate literally, like just before we went live, posted a video about getting Blue SCSI working in our Next. So that's super, super duper awesome.
I was very happy.
She posted that a bit ago because I think it was before I laid down for my nap. I got a thing on my
That's because you
YouTube's.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got to subscribe and get the notifications.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Other than that, I've just been I've been trying to help K-Mac Vintage with his Apple III Plus and failing miserably because I know just enough to be dangerous. I'm like, swap out all the chips. And he's like, I already swapped out all the chips and it didn't fix it. And I'm like,
meh.
Swap them out again.
Piles and piles and piles of boxes for projects here that half of them I can't tell you what they're about. I'm not allowed.
Just send it to me. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, Steve, you already know what the project is.
Damn.
But yeah, one of the projects you will be learning about probably in the next 7 days. And the other project is something for Mac Effects. And all I can say is it's another really cool design for things and just lots of stuff in the background. I got my Nabu. Gosh, what is that thing? I got the network adapter box for the Nabu from that company in Nebraska that's got 1 billion of them, where you can get them cheap. Just to have it. That's it. That's all it's got.
What will the adapter do again?
What's that?
What's the adapter dealie do again?
So the Nabu computer was designed to connect to, a cable network. In order to get the Nabu to work, it had to have this big box that had all this transceiver equipment in it to connect it to the cable network. So you can still get those transceiver boxes, but most of them have had their guts stripped. It's just a box with a power supply in it. However, it's cool to just have one because why not? I don't know.
It's what the
I'm glad you bought it instead of me.
it's what the cool kids are doing now. I say give it 5 years and you can probably get them at half price because everybody be like,
Peer
I'm
pressure.
bored.
Well, I got mine for like $20 because you can get them for like $20. The network adapter is cheap because this is just a metal box.
Right.
So they don't care.
I like boxes.
Boxes. I like boxes that go
And print out.
Steve has spent way too much time near the printers.
dude.
I enjoyed the past 30 years of my life.
Less
It's fine.
caffeine, dude. Less.
Oh, this is zero caffeine. That's the scary part.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Oh, we need to get him hopped up on caffeine and see what the results are.
Oh
I know.
god.
That's what you call an 8-hour stream. That's what happens when he gets hopped up on caffeine.
What else
It's
is
not
going on?
pretty.
Plans for what's through that door. Still thinking about whether or not I want to move into that other room. That room over there is really weird. It's got like half the room is windows, and unfortunately, half
Well,
the
just
room.
uninstall the Windows.
Yeah,
Put DOS on it.
format C:/Q, baby.
Right?
No, but seriously, and then like want to buy my Mac84. He has to be early to go work at the atom smashing plant. Yes, he works in the nuclear industry. In case you're curious,
Nuclear.
Oh, cool.
nuclear. And one whole wall back there, like behind my head, is the furnace. The other side of that wall in the other room is a what's that thing called? It's a fireplace. A fireplace, yes, a place with fire in it. It's a fireplace. So the room doesn't have like a lot of space to put things. It's a
Just
very
take
odd.
out the furnace.
What's that?
Just
Take
take
out
out
the
the
furnace.
furnace. Yeah. Okay. He's
No,
not
if I
living
lived down
he's
where
not
you
living
live,
in
Javier, I
Florida.
could do
Yeah.
that.
What's a
but-
furnace?
Wait, Joe, are you saying that's the one place in the house that you're intentionally supposed to put fire in?
Yes.
But in all honesty, you could black out the windows, like put blackout curtains or something over them.
I could. It's more
Yeah.
that the windows are really low to the floor. So like anything, even it's got shades and all that stuff. It's just like anything that I put, any sort of table or like shelf that I put up it's going to be like 1.5 feet up the window. It's just going to be weird. It's not like
Oh,
stuff can go
yeah.
under it. It's going literally in front of and halfway up the window. They're like full height. They're like up a foot from the floor and like 6 inches from the ceiling. They're big and tall.
Oh, okay.
So it's just that entire back corner of the house is like that. It's just how it's designed. So it's weird. Like, yeah.
Just
It
get
is.
some.
If you get a lot of old dot matrix printers, Joe, you could just open the window and just stack them up, and then it'll be like an art installation.
Yes. Jeremy's asking, why don't I use that room as storage and call it good? Well, that's a really good question, because that room's actually over there is furnished, meaning it's got proper floors and ceilings and carpet, and it looks nice. I mean, as nice as a 1950s house can, I suppose. It's a proper finished space. This over here is concrete, and we're lucky to have a drywall ceiling over here. So this is a better lab space. That is a better presentation space. So the idea was to install nicer actual tables or something over there and set up each of the really nice museum pieces. So I can, if I want to sit down and work with it, I can just sit down and work on it. I don't have to go over here, climb through all this crap, dig it out, shove stuff to the side on my workbench and work on it just to play with it.
Joe,
Yeah.
I have some sad news for you.
That never happens.
Once you just have another desk, it always just becomes a project desk. It
Right.
finds a way
Mhm.
Be
to become a
real.
project desk.
And Retrofox,
Ask me how I know.
and see, Retrofox has got the idea. That is kind of what I wanted to do. I wanted to, how can I put it? I want to move the really nice machines, the machines that are in pieces like this, and actually put them up so I can use them. So I can, if I have guests come over or patrons come over to visit the museum. Yes, that's a thing. If you're a patron, you can come visit the museum if you schedule it in advance. And
Okay,
I can
I'm
actually
coming
show it
over.
off.
I'm coming
We
over
can sit and
tomorrow.
play
Is
with
that enough advance?
What's that?
I said I'm going to come over tomorrow. Is that enough advance?
No.
I'm going to
Why not?
subscribe to your
only
Patreon
gonna
tonight.
leave
I'll be
next
over
month.
tomorrow.
If you can find the place, good luck. Steve, don't tell her where it is.
Steve,
Oh wait, I've shipped you things. You have my return address. Oh no.
haha.
Joe, I'm
Uh,
just coming over tomorrow. I'll leave next month. Don't worry.
but
Just bake
anyway,
enough homemade pizza.
yes.
Be too fat to leave. You can't leave,
Too
Joe.
fat.
Sorry.
Too fat to leave.
Too fat.
Too fat.
Too fat to leave. Come on, Joe.
So yeah, that's the whole idea, is to kind of have a more dedicated space. And then this could be a proper lab. And I could, much to Retro Techie's chagrin, I can stop using my washer and dryer as my shipping station and have
Oh,
a
you
proper
you can't do that. He has a huge
like
fetish
hey,
for it.
you know what? I'm gonna make it to where my shipping station monitor is just gonna be a flat blank picture, and whenever he wants it, I'll just show him the picture, and he'll think it's a thing. But whatever.
It is a thing.
Because I remember sending him a tweet about a washer machine on Twitter, and I said, "Does this satisfy your washing machine fetish?" And he said, "No, I only have the fetish for yours, Joe." So he admitted it on Twitter. I
Close the
have it.
door. He's gonna be fondling your washing machine.
And the delicates inside.
Oh
Just-
jeez, here we go.
Your
Just
washing
be
machine.
prepared when he subscribes to your Patreon, and
Yeah.
then plans a visit.
Yeah, no.
Denied.
That's what's going on in Joe's world. Just craziness.
Have you seen this comment from Francois about this VGA output card for the Apple II? What is that all about?
Ooh,
You smart people,
I
you.
don't.
Yeah, I heard
have
about that.
no. What
I saw it on the thingy.
thing?
The thing, obvious, the googling I'm doing frantically in the background.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah, it does the thing. It's
I'm looking for it too. We
well,
can't
there
ask
seem to
him
be a
post a link
few.
'cause he's not
Oh,
an
they're
admin,
talking
so-
about that the Be It HD card that sold for $800. By the
Oh,
way, Joe,
this.
I need that. Yeah, exactly.
Why?
Can you make your screen big so I can see this? Sorry. Joe?
big.
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 Ooh. 843.53 for a
And
card.
you know this, the sad part is I have a prototype of that, and it only displays 2 lines.
Oh, that's great. You only need to. Apple
Yeah.
II forever.
That's all you need.
Yes. Here's click the button. Here's my word of warning to anyone out there at all who has a VidHD. They're cool. They're a very, very niche product. The composite output of an Apple II is just fine. You just need to have the right adapter, which costs way less than a VidHD.
Yep.
And on top of all of that, this is usually what ends up happening to them. They have a bad habit of dying.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And then I end up getting them and have to take them apart to try to figure out why they die, and then find out that I believe it's this board right here just went explosion.
Oh dear.
It went kapoopy. So yeah, that's my word.
There does seem to be a card for $85. It's an Apple II VGA scaler, and it says it's a circuit board for converting Apple II series to VGA compatible signals. And that looks quite promising. It's on a2heaven.com.
Yeah,
It's out of stock, but I mean,
Lemon stuff is amazing.
There's only one website that it should be on, which is, if I can, jcm-1.com. There you go.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah, seriously, you can generate that with 2 or 3 things. You know, you can
Literally,
do the
like-
cable.
Yeah, I've got a little box back here that converts to VGA. You can get them on Amazon for like $16.
So here's the SCART,
And you just plug it into the composite, and you plug it into the TV or whatever you're trying to do it on, and it works.
So this is an HD converter. You have a SCART. Oh God, where am I? You have a SCART on one side. You put your SCART cable that you get from from retrocables.es, and this is a cable. It's a Apple 2GS on one side and SCART on the other one, and then use this adapter, and you can have HDMI connector, and it looks exactly the same, and it doesn't need a 1080p video monitor to work. It works everywhere that on a HDMI works.
And it also doesn't take up a slot in your Apple II.
Does not. And together, this is less than $80. So,
Nice.
I mean,
Yep.
and there's other things, there's this one too.
But you mean you don't want to just go and blow $850 on a card? Come on.
Well, if you're offering, Trina, I will gladly accept.
Like if you're gonna blow $80, buy 2 of those.
Yeah.
And like have something that'll work forever.
And where can
And
they
not randomly explode.
where could they buy one of those, Joe?
Okay, we've done the joke enough. This isn't Joe's advertising his wares.retro.com/buy from Joe. That's not what we're doing. I
Can I
why
play the role of
we
satisfied
so.
Blue Scuzzy customer number 1?
Yes, sure.
I'm so satisfied.
And I can be the curious customer because I never bought one. So how do they work, Joe? Geez, I wish I knew as a regular computer user.
They connect to the SCSI bus of your old Apple computer and allow you to use an SD card with image files to replace
Like one of
your
these.
spinning hard disks.
So like you can put JPEGs on them because you said image files.
Sorry, I was stuck there for a second. What?
Joe's heart just broke inside.
See, I'm just gonna ask all the stupid questions I get asked from people.
Yeah, it just replace hard drive with Boo SCSI. Get the program called Disk Jockey. Put file on SD card. Make go.
It must be a really small, light program if it's a jockey.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Only if
Trina, we're sorry. This is not working out.
You're fired, Trina. Get 150 for there you go. He would ask that.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as they're
Thanks,
8-bit color. You're excluded.
I drew a picture of a hard drive on a Mac Paint image, and it didn't boot. I don't know why. I drew the happy Mac and everything.
You know what? It's a raw picked file. So in theory, if you put the dots in the right places in order, it'll actually work.
Joe, do it. Do it.
Yeah, you have to do it now.
No.
No. He thought about it for a split second there.
1
Yeah.
bit by 1 million bits resolution. Can I encode Doom in a Mac Paint file like SQL index? Ooh, man, that would be the craziest thing. You cause Mac Paint to crash and it runs Doom.
This is the new section of the show called Bad Ideas.
Good idea. Bad idea.
Bad idea. Bing. Bing.
See,
Cool.
see what I bring to the stream now. I come up with these weird things, and then people start snowballing with them.
I love it.
Yep.
I love it. It's awesome.
What color silks
Silks.
is the jockey wearing?
I don't know. What are we doing talking about guys jockeys? What are we doing?
Well, we were talking about that jockey or whatever.
This jockey. Yeah.
This jockey, that's it. Yeah.
Steve, what cool new toys have you gotten recently? Other
Oh,
Unless you want to talk about the machine you just got and did your video on.
I can talk about that. But I'm trying to figure out why my camera all of a sudden went zoom, and we're gonna turn that off. Come on, don't do the thing, you silly program, you. No,
Oh no,
well,
it's okay. We're busy. We're busy counting the hair on your head. The
thanks.
hair. The one hair.
No, there's more, but it's in the back. I got this
And he
guy
falls over.
It's upside down.
Cool.
in the box at Purdy.
And the
you
box
could-
is in really good condition too.
Yeah. Someone contacted me and said, "Hey, I have an eMate with the box. Do you want it?" And I'm like, "Yes, address go, send thing." and it is in great shape. So you'll see a video about this. But what's nice is it has all the pieces of paper and the documentation and everything.
Wow.
Very
And
nice.
mine, I have one. It's very scuffed up, and then I have another one where the screen doesn't work too well, but it's less scuffed up. So I was going to combine them, but this eMate 300 with the box was like great. And there's still a price tag on it of $799, which is like fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah, but it's really nice. So I'm very much looking forward to doing a little
Did this
unboxing
person
thing
you
on it.
pick that up from convince you to take some other things home with you?
No, this was a virtual thing where they had to ship it. So
Oh,
thankfully, no other crap was involved, like printers.
because I very strongly remember a Twitter or Mastodon post from you earlier today saying, "What have I done?" And the back of your car
Yes.
was filled with Macs.
No, that wasn't today. That wasn't me.
Oh.
It might have been a very old one.
Maybe I'm confused.
Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't the back of my car. It was the side of the car.
Oh, okay.
Retro Fox picked up a machine for me for very cheap, and I said okay. And now it's in my car, not in the house. It's in the
And
car.
there's also a monitor as well.
But it's a flat screen, so it's not. I could fit it behind the
Takes up
closet. It's
less
fun.
space.
Yes.
Yeah, it takes up less space. Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Well, what's interesting, I'll give a tease on that, is it's a bog standard G4 tower, which I'm like, what? I don't need one of these, but it's in really, really, really nice shape. It has a DVD RAM drive, so now I have to get DVD RAM media because apparently at one point in time, DVD ROM drives were harder to source. So Apple was like, "Oh, you ordered this G4 with the DVD ROM drive? Well, we have these DVD RAM drives. Here you go." So an
Here you
eMate
go. And it's
300
not compatible with all that media you bought for your new G4, your new G5.
Actually,
have a nice day.
It is.
Or
It
with
is.
anything else.
It is. The tray is very weird, Joe. It's like this little tray that comes out, but you can put the discs in the center, and then you can put like the cartridge on top. So I guess I'm going to do a video about it. I'm going to play around with it because it's interesting. And to answer JVHS's question, it's basically a Newton with a keyboard. So, there you
But
go.
according to Eric, it's Australian for beer, mate.
Could be.
It could be.
Cool.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I recently picked up, and I
Okay,
got this
and-
doodad from Joe. So there you go.
Ooh.
Delicious.
So we're gonna go ahead and skip over Steve's picking up all of the image writers. He does that every day. We know about that.
No, picking them up from one closet to the next closet. That's
yeah. Yeah, I have to get to that thing in there. I got to move these image writers, and
But-
the next day you're like, oh, that's where they all went.
But there is this thing. This I think was the project that someone was referring to of the Apple II VGA thing. And thank you, Retro Fox, for sending me the link. This is apparently powered by one of those little Pi Picos.
Yep.
And so this looks interesting. I don't know too much about it other than just getting this link a moment ago. But $90 fully assembled or $50 for unassembled. That's more my price range. And out of stock, of course. But neat project.
Send me the Gerber files. I can put them on my website and help you out.
Help you out. The source code's right there. There you go.
Yes.
There's all the things.
Source code.
There's the Gerbers.
GitHub. I hate GitHub. I hate it.
Well, just go to
So much.
download zip, and then that's it. You don't have to go to the website anymore.
Yeah,
Yep.
but like,
I know, Joe. I don't like it either
I
because I'm a normal person.
hate GitHub.
Yeah,
I don't like
normal.
it.
Normal.
Normal.
We have to use GitHub for Blue Scuzzy, and I look at it, and it's like it's lists of files that have no meaning, and I'm like, how do these things apply to me? And then Eric is like, get good noob, and I'm like, I don't know.
Me no how no. Me sad.
I'm like, make easy for Joe, and Eric's like, fine, and then he sends me things, and I'm exaggerating. I'm being funny. So, Trina, what cool thing did you get recently? 160 laptops.
I haven't got the. Well, I got 15 last weekend.
Oh,
Damn.
Only 15.
Only 15. Well, it was out of 80, so like it's not even half. So I think I did good. I restrained myself from getting the crappy ones. Unlike Steve, who just goes printer. But yeah, so I went through those. Basically, my latest get is the SSD for the IBM ThinkPad, and I really don't have anything.
no cool fun
No.
thing just for Trina to play with?
Eesh.
Computer
No
related?
Okay. I was gonna say maybe, but I don't know if I should say this on a stream.
Maybe.
Joe just walked into that one.
But no, nothing really computer
I get
related.
the same thing when I talk to my customers, like, is there anything else you need? And they look at me like, computer related. Anything you need computer related.
Damn, there goes the
I
second
can't help you
mortgage
with
on the
your
house.
relationship.
Yeah.
But apparently, Trina,
Basically everything I'm getting is going to be going into this. So, but I haven't got anything really. That's going to be that's my project and my new toy to me.
cool.
Because I work, full time through the week. So when I get home, the last thing I really want to do is look at computers most of the time.
No, that's a lie.
No,
Like,
no. I just want to sit down, look at my Twitter, and go, I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm done. And
I'm
watch
gonna
some
doom
people stream.
scroll and feel bad for the future of humanity, and then go to sleep. Yes.
Well,
Oh God, the
Yeah.
Apple II. Oh, I'm better.
it's interesting because somebody had asked me. I went to a friend's place for supper last night, and we were talking about Twitter, and they said, "Oh, well, how are you finding it since Elon Musk has taken over?" And I said, "The same," because I said my circle of who I follow are fellow computer nerds, so it's still the same. Oh, look, Steve got a new haul today. Here's photos of it. Joe's doing something crazy. Surprise, surprise.
Javier's holding a joystick.
Javier's got a new joystick, which I thought that one with the pad was really cool.
yeah.
It'd be interesting to see if we can get it working. But yeah, but I said I don't really find much of a difference because those who I follow, I said every so often I get like these right-wing posts that pop up by bots, and I just go, stop following, and they go away. So.
Goodbye.
But yeah, I really haven't bought anything because also for lack of room, I don't really have anything that I can buy and put
Trina,
somewhere.
there's plenty of room on that ceiling.
I can send you a bag of eye hooks.
Okay.
Hang stuff from the
Hang
rafters.
Trina,
Oh,
Trina,
I also got a
learn
computer
from the
arm.
master, Trina.
Oh, I know.
Learn from the master.
Hold on, let me rotate this.
And you don't want to know.
See?
There's
got
more.
I
the
More.
like Javier's view. It makes me feel better about myself.
So Javier, if I hear about a fire in Miami in a residence, I'll know what happened.
Hopefully never.
The image writer ribbons just
Hopefully
accelerated
never.
the fire just really fast.
So yeah, so I have shelves up here and then also above my bed.
Yeah.
And I still have boxes on my bed that I never move, but
That looks
I don't
cozy.
Games all over me.
I don't sleep on that side of the bed, so I don't care. It's like,
Any
oh,
space in the bed not used for sleeping is more storage space.
You
right?
wake up with your jaw indented into a printer. You're like, oh God.
You have an Apple logo impressed in your
Okay, but see, I'm not you, Steve. My only printer, look, is right here on the desk with me.
You can't just have one.
I just have one. My little
I-
HP laser.
No,
That works.
no,
Oh, that's funny.
It's not good.
not good.
Not,
You
I'm
had to
here.
sign the waiver when you joined the show that you need at least 6 printers in your house.
Right.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot to send her that document. Crap.
Yeah, I never got the document.
Crap. Javier, what toys have you gotten lately, man?
Well, I'm actually expecting, I show you the new toys. I'm expecting a joystick from Australia.
Ooh.
So somebody sent me his childhood joystick to be, cleaned, replaced, and all
Trina,
that.
stop.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
I was actually behaving myself listening to the story, just
Oh,
thinking it's coming
behave.
from the land down under. That's all was going through my head. When he was talking about Australia,
I met
you're
a
the
nice
one who went
lady.
dirty.
She made me nervous.
Yeah. She took me in and
She
gave
made
me
me
a
nervous. She took my joystick.
She tried to kill me with a joystick.
I was impaled in the heart.
I watched that movie last night for MST3K, Space Mutiny. Anyway, it's in my head. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, I'm waiting for joysticks to arrive. So there's gonna be more fun over here. There's
sounds
one
excellent.
that it's coming with the cable all broken that I'm gonna replace on a video. So that's gonna be good.
So is this the one that's coming from Australia? That's just a repair that you're doing and then returning.
Yeah,
to the
that's a
system.
refurbish and repair, clean up, make
Yeah.
sure that everything works like brand new, and then send it back.
Just be careful though, because they use a different voltage, so it might affect the joystick.
Well,
Being facetious at this point.
I'm more worried about any spiders that can be inside. You know, everything in
Like-
Australia will
Like
kill
this
you.
gigantic, like eldritch horror goes out of the case of it.
Everything in Australia.
But be
wants
careful
to
because
kill
it
you.
might start small in the package and then just grow.
Not getting your hands on mine, mate. Nope.
like it could have been an egg when it was put in the box, and then it
That's what I'm
hatched
worried about.
and travel, and then by the time it gets to you, it's
I was in the Oz Shack or whatever they call it, Sean from Australia, and he told me, "Oh yeah, you see that corner over there? There's one of those spiders that can kill you." And I was like, "And why am I still here?" He said, "No, we take care of her." I'm like, ah.
take care. Oh dear God.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
big
exactly.
huntsman spiders. They're completely harmless. They're just like 14 feet across.
And they can just
They're
grab
vegetarians or
you
some crap. I
and
don't
not
know.
let
They don't
go.
eat.
Yeah.
You could just feel them breathing on you from like a mile away.
It's like Lucy, seriously.
Wait,
I'm trying
did
to sleep.
Did Darth Vader just come into the room? What? Oh no, it's just a spider from Australia. Oh
Oh,
God.
yeah. So that's my only concern. Everything else, anything, the joystick's gonna be all right.
Wow.
Yes.
According to 50 Shades of Beige, the spiders at their place are big enough to use as joysticks. Or to use joysticks. Sorry, to use joysticks. Wow.
Yes.
Maybe they use joysticks, the spiders themselves.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
would not be surprised.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh gosh.
What
Oh,
about you, Joe?
I'm just.
Nothing.
The
Well,
only
you
thing I can really
you gotta
say
show
is-
off again your awesome 3D printer.
Yeah, sure. We'll do that.
Yeah.
We'll show that. So
Show it off.
the biggest thing that I got was the. I apologize for the angle. I'm still trying to figure out how to get a good angle of the printer. But basically,
Why is that CRT abandoned and sad on the floor, Joe? Joe?
it's not abandoned. It's sad, and it's on the floor.
Oh, it has a friend. Okay, never mind. It's okay.
Yeah, it's got a friend over there. It's got three lampshade Macs right next to it that you can't see. No, the coolest new get is the Bamboo Lab X1 carbon printer. Oh my gosh. Game changer. What
Oh, yeah.
the heck was that, Javier? What are you doing?
I'm
Like,
drooling.
oh, okay.
Oh,
So
I
that's
was kinda
what that
wondering.
means. Okay.
Okay.
That's it,
Sorry.
folks. I'm out
I
of
mean,
here.
first he's talking about his
Yes.
joystick, then he's making that face. That's all I'm
One
saying.
of us. One of us. One of us. Yes. But seriously, the X1 card, it's a crazy. It is insane. It is what I would call the appliance of printers. 3D printers are usually they're fiddly and finagly, and once you get them set up, they kind of continue to work just fine. But you got to constantly do little tunes and checks, and like what's the temperature, and what's the humidity, and what's this. The X1 carbon, I shove filament in it, I click go, and I come back and it prints stuff like 5 to 12 times faster as my old printer.
Oh, nice.
And they just stuff comes out of it. It's like a freaking
It
easy.
works.
I'm like,
Okay.
make me brownies, and I get delicious brownies, and then that's it.
Well, now I'm sold.
Yeah.
So the downside is that it's a $1,700 printer. Yeah,
That's what I say.
but it
Maybe
just,
maybe just send me one of them, Joe. That's just
I'm
Just one of the
trying to
printers,
price
got
a liver.
Can we
Yeah,
buy
maybe
those on
an arm so I can get one.
jcm-1.com?
What?
I
Can we
wish.
buy those on the website for like, a
Dude, if
friend-
I could sell those bamboos on my website, I wouldn't be selling blue scuzzies. I love you, Eric Helgeson, but I wouldn't be selling those if I could sell those printers. But seriously though, yeah, printers. Freaking, did you buy 2, Joe? No, just the one. The thing prints. Here's the thing: the thing prints
they're
so
cheap.
fast. I can replace both of my enders with this one printer, and it's
Wow.
I've still got production capability.
Wow.
Wow.
It's nuts. So like when I want to kick stuff, it's just like go, and jobs that used to take 12 hours now take 3.
Dang.
Nice.
And you got multicolor.
Yeah, I can do multicolor things. I don't have to constantly change the filament. I'm just like, I want to print in platinum. Oh, it's in spool 2. Click go. I'm gonna go do something else while it does it.
Damn you!
It's-
Damn you! I hate you.
It's
I'm very jelly.
So it's a really nice printer. And again, I'm not trying to flex. It's just like when I need to print stuff for like blue scuzzies. I mean, when you look over, like you can't see my bench. Yeah, here we go. Like I got 12 of them sitting right here in 1 week, right? So when I need to print stuff, I need to print stuff. It's got to
Right.
get out. So it just helps me do things. So yes, Scarlet Four-Eyed Cuda is asking me, did I get the AMS unit? Yes, I did. The automatic spool management. As a matter of fact, if you look right there, you can see it. Right there.
Oh, that's not a stack of laser discs on that side?
No, that's the AMS. So yeah, super
Stack of laser
cool
discs.
stuff.
And another good news is, Joe, I think I copied you on that. The people from what's the name of that? That they do the filament.
Polymaker.
Polymaker. They
Yes.
contacted me because I've been like, thanks to Kate, I got a name, and then I bothered them because the person that she gave me, he was gone from the company. Then somebody else took over and blah blah. And I was just like pounding. Hey, need help. And they finally hear me out, and hopefully they.
Trina, I know you were thinking.
Yeah,
I know where your mind
Holy
goes.
hey.
Let Javier finish his story.
yeah.
Hey, I'm
and,
letting him finish. I'm just
I'm like,
laughing in the
"I can help,
background.
So I got confirmation that they're going to be working on the color for the power books. So we're going to have PowerBook gray filament,
That's nuts.
That is awesome.
and we're going to be able to do the little parts that they break all the time on the PowerBooks, and they break a lot. So yep,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
we got it.
That's awesome.
Francois says Polymaker won't ship or export it to the EU yet. Yeah. However, if you might be able to get Polymaker stuff through Amazon in the EU. So keep that in mind.
Or use the Swedish company. What their name? ColorFab.
ColorFab.
ColorFab are very good too.
ColorFab is cool because they're local to you in the EU.
Exactly,
there.
they're local to you guys.
You don't have all the crazy shipping fees. They're still more expensive than a lot of other stuff, but you can have them literally make you any color you want. You give them an RAL code and they will give you filament. And their RAL code is perfect.
Yeah.
If it says it's 7044, by God, it comes out as 7044. It is exactly what they say it'll be.
Yeah.
So
Which is why it's so expensive.
I think we have a new job for both Javier and Joe. Mike's Mac Shack said maybe I can get Joe into making me a microphone cover for my PB 500, but that probably means it needs to be designed. So we have Javier. Javier would do that, and then you could print it.
I mean, I can model it, but it'll come out as just like a rectangle.
No, but this with our powers combined, because Ron has a 3D scanner access.
He's got the license
right
at his university, and so I think he has a PowerBook 500. But if not, one of us could send him a donor part.
Yeah,
but that'd be great because those things, even when they were new, were falling off like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really sick and tired of just super gluing mine. So
364 red beam brown filament. Yeah, we gotta check out. We gotta buy some of them because I got a brown one, a brown filament that is very close to the. I don't know.
Color?
I'm not gonna talk too much. I don't know because I don't have a 64 actually. I have a big 20.
Yes. Yeah, Francois, you're gonna have to go to ColorFab and get their RAL 7044. You can get it in smaller. They make smaller rolls too. To save
500 grams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other question is what bread bin? That's actually a good question because the Commodore 64 came in 168,000 different case designs. So which one?
True
Yep.
enough.
Yeah, and Mike, yeah, the first part that everyone wants to replace on their PowerBook 500 is the little microphone cover, and the second part is the door where all the ports are. So
Yeah, Francois just said there's 15 bread bin colors. So.
Yeah.
wow,
Dang.
Yeah. Not to
Oh,
mention,
boy.
then there's like 47 different or 50 50 shades of beige. There are 50 other shades of each of those different bread bin colors because of UV
right.
and all that crap. So anyway.
Well, speaking of silliness, and since Sean is prominently in the chat, I just want to give a shout out to him and his next computer video that he released just yesterday. And funny story about that, because I think Everything is Broken Garage or someone else mentioned it in the comments before. Sean and I were chatting while he was making that video, and he said, "Oh, do you have an X Cube?" I said, "Yeah," and he said, "Oh, you could just film a little bit for me." I was like, "Okay, sure." It's like, "Yeah, just do something silly," and we're just going back and forth. I'm like, "All right, I'll just I'll just film myself like pretending the cube is stupid and heavy. I mean, it's pretty heavy, but they're putting on active that it was heavier than it really is." And so I sent him the clip, and then he messaged me back and said, "Oh yeah, I'll just put like the whole like 1 minute and 30 seconds of you just like flailing around with it in your video." And I was like, "Oh yes, that would be funny." But then Sean actually did it, so that's why if you go watch Sean's video and you went to the end, you see me talking to the camera as if it's Sean and just being a complete idiot. So thank you so much, Sean, for making me the star of your video. Which I'm sure there's like 2% of the people who are watching his channel like understand like who the heck I am, and the other people are like, "Oh, this guy needs help. Like, why is he just making fun of this poor terrible man?"
But the 2% who know who you are also think you need help.
Well, but a different type of help, that's more image writers. That's the type of help I need.
Yes. Every image writer is equivalent to one Lexapro.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Serotonin.
but it is interesting because as Mike is saying also in the chat, Kate had that huge like 5 1/4 chonker of a hard drive in her Next, but
weighs less than 1 ounce.
Well, see, that's I actually put a Blue SCSI in the cube I got and the slab I have, and they ran great. I didn't have to configure anything; they were just happy. So,
Joe, I just ordered a Blue SCSI. Get on it. Thank you. Order more.
Friend of mine here in the South Florida group, he just say, "Oh, I got a Next, and I'm gonna start working on it, and I'm gonna put a SCSI to SD or whatever it's called." And I say, "Why do you do that? Just buy the Blue SCSI." And he didn't know about it. So I sent him the link for Kate's video. He's happy, joy.
Yeah, there was zero configuration with my Blue SCSI in the Next Cube. I just put the image file on there, and it just worked. So that was great.
So speaking of Kate, one thing I had a thought of, since Kate's in the chat, instead of having the boys on doing a hosting, we could have an all-girl stream.
Ooh.
Well, that'd be cool.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Right? Kate would be on it. There's a few others that my brain's not working right now, but yeah.
Just where you're watching.
You know what's her name? Amy and
Amy.
You and Joe had. Oh, sorry.
The Amy and Taylor show.
Amy and Taylor.
Yeah, there we go. We could have them on.
You and
right?
Kate.
Yeah.
I like
you have to instead of Joe though, you have to emulate his setup. So there needs to be an Apple III in pieces. There needs to be the washing machine, and there needs to be like 5 3D printers.
I'll just do this, and you can take a screenshot real quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yes.
That is your background, and there you go.
Perfect.
All done.
Taylor and Amy. That's it. Not Amy and Taylor. I'm
Veronica
sorry.
Explains. Who's Veronica Explains?
Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah.
We need to. I need to expand my.
These are excellent channels. Yeah.
I have a couple things I wanted to mention before we get too far into the weeds that I've been waiting to get out of the weeds, and you keep going farther into the weeds.
I mean, that's just the nature of this, Joe. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Francois Revel was talking about he needs to get color for the exact Oric red, which is a little orange. And that my suggestion is going to be to get one of these things. If you're going to be doing a lot of color matching, get one of these color matching boxes. The NYX Color Sensor Mini 2 is a really good one. And you just take like 5 or 10 samples. Yep, and Javier's got the same thing. Take 5 or 10 samples from around the product and then average all of the RGB values. Then you can take the RGB value and put it into the internet and say, this RGB value, Pantone, or this RGB value RAL. And you can get it to an actual, like a production color code. This will also give you the CMYK colors if your fab house needs that. And you can give those colors to your fabricator and be like, can you make this? And then places like Color Fab, they'll make you a little sample spool. And if it works, then it works. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Somebody else said something that I wanted to.
Yeah, I saw that, the Spice Girls. But if we're not going to invite the entire Spice Girls, we're just going to invite.
I just want to hear you sing.
40 Spice, just because that's the one I was attracted.
If we donate enough money to a good cause, Joe and I will sing whatever stupid song you want to sing.
You're implicating me in shenanigans again, Steve.
Love you, Joe.
I love you too, Steve. You're not invited again.
Damn. You're off the Christmas
invite
invite list.
Are there any features of the Bamboo Lab not available if using Cure on Linux as a slicer? No, not really. The printer will print anything you ask it to do too. It will take standard STL files. You've got to set up your slicer to know all of the speeds and configurations and all of that silly manual junk. But once you do it, it'll just do it. So yeah. I prefer the Bamboo Lab slicer because it's fully integrated with the printer and I can just like go and it prints. But there are profiles you can download for Cura, for Ultimaker Cura on the internet for the Bamboo. The only thing you lose with Cura and Linux is it doesn't have the direct print over the Wi-Fi network feature. But it's got an SD card slot, so you just walk the SD card over to your printer and print it. So no big deal.
Damn.
Yeah, that was my answer.
I just want to respond that I am working on the next video, 1-Bit Fever Dreams. I have no idea when it's getting out because I'm trying to do silly things with it, which are apparently you shouldn't try and do.
Yes.
like printing things.
Wait, Steve doesn't know when his next video is coming out? I am
my next video. Get it?
Dun, 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 dun.
Like we're still waiting for part 2 of the
I know.
Wars to come
I
out.
know.
I love how every time I play that, everybody just goes
Peer pressure. Peer pressure.
I have the script done, and then I was reading the damn thing, and I'm like, this makes no sense. This is way too meandering and long. And so I tidied it up a little bit, and I had to tidy it up further because I have a few very smart Apple people who also do YouTube videos, which I'm like, look, you got to make sure I'm not like losing my mind because I've been writing this for like 3 years. So that's the holdup, and life get in the way. So sorry.
Well, you're not supposed to have a life.
No, well, obviously.
What's wrong with you?
You got to work your buttons, man.
Only
You should
image
just
right.
let him.
All right, let me just move out into the middle of the street, and we'll start fresh from there. I'll take my image writers with me.
Just make
Speed bumps.
in your house.
A portable house that doubles as like 12 noisy printers.
Portable house.
There you go.
Yeah.
Why is your house so noisy? It keeps the bears away.
The bears are like, oh, why are they doing
My
that?
electric bill is killer.
But that depends on what kind of bears you're talking about now.
Oh gosh.
Just don't want to know. Water bears?
Sure. Let's go with that.
Tardigrades.
I like Sean's comment of meandering script, fix it in post. No, it is too far gone for that, my friend.
Oh, did you say bear pressure? Oh,
Beer pressure.
beer pressure.
Trina needs new glasses.
Oh man, it's
yes.
okay, Steve. It's like me and my video that I've been working on since April of last year, and it still isn't done. And I started working on it, but then some other more time critical thing came up that you know about, and that's got to happen in the next 7 days or less. So I know what that's about. Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
I mean this is the current version of this script, which I'm scrolling through now, is 14 pages long. So that's a lot of information.
Dude, edit. You need to edit.
This is why I haven't done the damn video yet.
Maybe you need to split it into several.
This was after I split it into several. Hold on, let me open up the original like master document. 29 pages.
What
And
font
that's-
size? 90?
No, 11.
Oh, good God.
I told you I've been researching this stuff since 2018. It adds up. So that's
Well,
you know,
all we're saying is you said it was what, 14 pages your current script?
My
Yes.
script is only 2 pages
Okay,
long.
Just take 3 of those pages,
How?
stop, and just record the damn thing. 2 or 3
No,
pages.
see, okay. You
then
twisted
do
my
that
arm and I'm the
part.
guest, so I get to elaborate here. So the whole thing that I'm covering in this episode, it takes, from like 91 through like 94, 95 or whatever. And there's a lot to cover in there because you have the transition from 68K to PowerPC and all the crazy stuff that was going on with these development projects with Pink and Blue and Jaguar and all these things of the different operating systems, and they're going in these different directions. Meanwhile, you have Michael Spindler, who is now, trying to take over all this stuff. And he's also like, hey, it would be great if like another company just bought us, like Sun Microsystems or IBM. And just going through all that crazy shenanigans. And then you have the licensing fight of people inside Apple being like, hey, look, Windows 95 is going to kick our ass. We should actually start licensing the cool stuff that makes our Macs great, because people are invested in the software and the ease of use, not necessarily the hardware, and all that going on. And so all these three hurricanes of individual nuggets of information are going on, but there's this weaving that is very important to like how everything ends up in the end of how that clone program actually finally got out the door, because they were talking about licensing stuff since the 80s. It just, everyone was like no, and then all of a sudden it happened because there was a perfect storm of all this weird crap going on. So that's why it's 14 pages long.
But Steve,
And-
you just explained it in 5 minutes.
Right.
And but they're juicy, interesting bits.
No,
Delicious fatty bits. Fat bits are all you need. Anyway, that's I will be consolidating that because I have some great little things that I figured out along the way. And this is meant to be like a comprehensive series. So, it's something that I want to do correctly. So just try to do the rest. All right. IBM's president reached out to Spindler to discuss the potential of working together on their next reduced instruction set chip micro whatever. No, I'm not doing that.
Director's cut.
I want the director's cut. The Steve cut.
No, I printed out like the script on my image writer once, and it was like, oh, well, that's 30 pages. That only took 5 seconds to send. Talk really fast at the same time. And this is why I'm the last guest on the show.
So, my final thing that I got recently.
Oh, we're still on that?
Yes.
What
I've
is
been
that?
sitting with it here for the past 25 minutes waiting for you guys to shut the heck up. No, seriously.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I have a spool of 100 Raspberry Pi Picos.
Ooh.
I thought
That's
they
it.
were. Do you know
What
what I thought
for?
that was?
Do
What's
they
that?
take Raspberry?
I thought they were Windows activation keys.
Oh, yeah, well,
When I first saw them, I'm like, why does he have all these Windows activation keys? What? No. Because they
did
were
Javier ask
shiny
you a
to
question why I
hologram.
have them?
Yeah.
He's not allowed to
I'm
say
not,
it.
I can't tell you.
Okay.
I can. I can be easily greased. Give me money.
All,
Hold on? Let me do a super chat right now for Steve.
No.
There you go.
I can't. Yeah. all I can say
Information
is-
will be coming soon, and it's really cool. That's all we're
So
doing.
It is
is it-
insanely awesome.
Is it
what-
Pico?
what
Is
these
it
are for.
Pico Scuzzy? Kate wants to know.
It has to do with raspberries. Delicious,
Yeah.
delicious raspberries.
Yes, it's for
Raspberry.
Mm. And blueberries.
It's gonna be
No, only raspberries.
raspberries. Maybe blackberries.
Maybe
Could be elderberries.
Strawberries.
Definitely raspberries.
raspberries.
Not oranges.
Now I want
Oranges are right out.
No
now I
more
want
berries.
strawberries.
No more berries.
Now I
Welcome
want
to the Fruit
strawberries,
Roundup.
Right?
Fruit Roundup. And they get sued. But
We're the Fruit Loop Roundup.
there you go, Pico scriptwriter for Mac84.
Yes. The whole video is there were some Macintosh clones, and then there weren't. Doop. That's the end.
Lone Star.
Give us raspberries.
That's what it is. That's how the thing goes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
What are we
Cool.
doing again?
I have no
I don't
idea.
know. We're at 90 minutes. The show's done.
Okay.
Good night.
Bye. It was nice seeing everybody. Kate, I'll be in contact.
Oh gosh. Oh, I have a Sega Pico. Those are
Sega
awesome.
Pico.
What's a Sega Pico?
So it's basically like the hardware sort of a Sega Genesis, but the cartridge is in the shape of a book, and it has pages. But the pages, when you turn the page, the cartridge understands where the page is. So it's sort of like this interactive thing. It was meant for like kindergartners, first grade, children or whatever. So you have this book, and you plug it into the cartridge slot, and you turn the page. And it's not like what he's showing, because Javier's just trying to screw me up with his pretty toys. But you turn the page, and then there's this drawing tablet thing attached to the console. Stop, Joe! Shiny things distracting. And basically, you could draw on the tablet, and it appears on the TV screen. No, I'm just gonna close my eyes and talk.
Close your eyes and keep talking.
You could draw on the tablet on the TV screen with the storybook, and it's all animated and fun and cool. And I got one, and I set it up for my nieces and nephews, and they liked it. The end. I'm glad I didn't see that. I would have just and stopped talking. So
Yeah.
Cool.
anywho,
Okay. Yeah, I never heard of it, so it sounds cool.
yeah, it wasn't like a big deal, but that's like why when I saw it for sale, even before I had a use for it, I bought it, and then years later, I'm like, my niece and nephews could play with this, and they enjoyed it. So there you go.
Kate's like, what is the show off hour? And I'm like, have you not seen? You've been on the show.
Lucy
We know
Guzzi,
how we show off our cool toys.
We already had
raspberry,
We already had
Blueberry.
Javier showing off all his joysticks.
I mean, geez.
Every time. It was New Year's Eve when I did that live stream. Javier and Adam get on the stream comparing their joysticks to each other.
Mine is
I have
bigger.
Grace under pressure, so it's okay.
Does Grace like being under pressure? I mean, really, have you asked her?
I think she got crushed by a hydraulic press, so she's no longer
Oh,
able
dear.
to speak.
Hydraulic press channel. Today we're crushing Grace. What? Demonetized. All right. We're done.
Oh goodness.
Steve, tell everybody
Yes.
where they can find you and all of that stuff.
In a
do you want-
shallow
hold on.
grave.
Hold on, I'll get his address out. I'll give everybody the address so they can find
Yeah,
him.
please.
Just go knock
A
on
shallow
the door.
grave full of image writers. That's where
1, 2, 3 image writer. Just you don't need his address. You just listen for and you'll find
Oh god. Yeah, you just find me by sound.
And you can't go with a shallow grave because of all the friggin' image writers you have. You need a really deep grave.
No, that's why it's shallow, because all the deep grave is just piled with all the image writers, because nobody wants them when I'm no longer here. It's like just throw them in there. We pay for the plot. Let's just get our money's worth out of it. You just throw all the crap in there, and then I'm just gonna be in the corner, just throw them on top of me. It's fine. I'm not gonna feel it.
Okay.
Joe is writing this down, so he'll be like the the person who has to
I was
tell
actually
the people
sitting
all
here
the
thinking,
things.
what are the logistics of the whole and property technically goes from the surface all the way to the center of the planet, so it's deep enough to hold all those image writers. And where would Steve end up being in all of that? And you're
It's just there's gonna be a weird like statue / art installation of like 20 image writers and me just like standing like on top of it, and that'll be like where I am.
he lived how he died under a stack of image writers.
That is exactly what's coming up on my channel. That is a few years out, hopefully, but that's anyway, yes, you can find me on the YouTubes, Mac84, on the social medias, Mac84 TV and Mac84.net. I like to do videos with these crazy people who inspire me to do more crazy things. And then I like eating delicious blue scuzzies because they're good for your diet. I need a pair of those. Anyway.
I think Zodium and Justin, they're the ones who made me make those glasses.
Everyone's a bad influence.
Cat!
Oh, a kitty!
Trina, tell us about your cat and then you.
So this is Opie, and she was initially Charlie's cat, but when we separated, she bonded with me, and a cat that I had bonded with him, so we changed cats. And this is the best thing I got out of the whole relationship was her.
Okay.
Well, we asked for it, I guess.
You asked. But where can you find me? Trina's Technobabble on YouTube, Trina's Technobabble or Technobabble T on Twitter. And I do live streams. I might be doing one soon because I just have somebody contacted me about a laptop that I have that they want me to get ready to sell to a friend of theirs. So I need to do a re-image of Windows. Sorry. Sorry about that, but it's a Windows machine.
Just got to rename your channel Trina's Techno Laptops.
But I did do a 5-part series on doing a custom build because it took me. Oh, that was a long time.
Here we are again. What's going to break this time?
Yeah, right.
What part is the customer going to insist we use that's not compatible with anything else?
But
he's
taking it. He took it Thursday. I haven't heard from him. So, and it's Sunday.
Change your address. Run.
And now he can't send you an email.
Yeah, well, he's a friend on Facebook. So.
Oh, okay.
Block.
Can't do that.
Cool. Awesome. And don't you have a website where people can request your services if they're in the whatever area?
Yes, I do. I don't have a fancy pop-up like Joe does, but yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet. I'm going to work on that. I do own my own side business. It's called computerswithpride.ca is the website address. And I try to keep it as up to date as humanly possible, but I do also work full time, so I don't always like the weekend is my time to kind of try to get things like I try to test things for the week and then try to put them up on the weekend. So
I have your site on the share screen thing if Joe wants to put the dealie up. There you go.
Oh, there we go. Woo.
Woo, woo. I love the logo, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, I had a professional designer do that for me. So
now we have to go to onlyribbons.com. Yes,
potential security risk.
There we go. It's worth the risk.
Steve's like, while I've got the screen.
Hide that screen.
Does it make the noise when you click on the printer?
Oh, that'd be
You just have to make it in your mind. That's all.
You should really though get it so you can click on it and it actually makes that noise.
Modern browsers don't support the media tag anymore, Trina.
I tried, yeah. It only works on like Netscape 4.
Oh, poop. Okay.
Which is fine.
Javier.
Guess what? Do me a favor, Joe. Put 8bittees.com and share it, please.
I'll do it faster.
Oh.
Okay.
So just quickly before we get on to Javier, I'm going to cut you off for a sec. Everything is broken. We can totally talk about those G3s. So.
Thanks. Double thanks.
I beat you to it, Steve.
Curses.
Scroll down a little
yeah,
bit.
but yours is easier, so we'll. Oh, you close.
Present. Scroll down a little bit because I want to talk about something.
Oh.
So for the Commodore lovers, I got a new mug that has a Commodore 64. What about that?
Ooh. So if you drink coffee out of it, it'll stain your teeth just like the color of the bread bin?
The color of exactly.
If you don't brush, yes, it will.
So it has all the keys, all the
Very
special
cool.
characters, and you got different colors, you know, either black or yellow. And you know how it is, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. So also I got a new mug. If you can go back, please.
But your face looks the same, Javier.
We got, shut up. We got Wasp Hope. What about that? I love that one. And I got a t-shirt for that one too. So look at that.
The
It's
Woz mug.
cool.
Have you got
Love
Woz? You need to get Woz to sign one of those mugs.
Yeah, actually I did a little Photoshop with Wasp holding that mug. Hopefully I don't get sued. But you know. And then I got a joystick. Oh yeah.
Oh, God.
Joystick.
Javier, we
We know about your joystick.
I know.
Oh, I have so many things I could say that I'm not going to say.
Yeah, but don't, please. That's it. So you're proud of your joystick? You gotta buy these t-shirts.
Oh, that's the perfect dude. That's the
Great
perfect
face.
T-shirt. It's just a picture of a computer joystick. It says, "I'm proud of my joystick."
That's what you need to
No,
make right
it's
there.
not the size of your joystick, but how you handle it.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Oh,
I
I'm not
love
gonna go
this.
there,
I
sister.
love it. I love it.
And I was never a guest on the show again.
yeah.
exactly.
And remember how I said I wanted to be a host? Yeah, not so much anymore.
Yeah.
Now you know how the sausage is made. Trina's like, nope.
We get canceled.
Nope.
Anyway,
We're
that's it.
all a bunch of
8-bit
idiots.
8-bit Cheese guy, please go over there, and also Habmaster. Just visit my YouTube channel, and I do a lot of crazy things. Thank you very much.
Joe, holy crap, your CPU is very, very sad.
That is actually an incorrect.
Sure.
There was a driver update or something that happened, and that only Task Manager reports 100%.
I've
No
never
other
seen that
tool
color.
reports 100%.
I've
Like
never seen that color.
if I go to details and then sort by CPU, like nothing's being used. Like Edge is the most using 3%. It's a glitch.
Sure, Joe.
Why are you using Edge?
I use Edge specifically to stream StreamYard
Okay.
because it works better.
Okay.
I did figure that one out. Like my video looks slightly less like potato when I use Edge to stream through StreamYard.
We better wrap this up before Joe just adds more tabs to his browser.
You say potato, I
Dude.
say potato.
Dude, it's just like, no, I've got.
Now I want a potato. Come on.
I don't see. The thing is I have so much resources on this thing. I have so many resources on this thing. I don't need favorites. I just keep the tabs.
I was going to say
I have tabs here that have been open for years.
There's this funny thing called favorites. You're allowed to use them.
Yeah, but then they're not visible, and then they go away into the app, and I forget they're there.
Yeah. Oh, I get the same problem.
This
What
is why I
happens
use
when your
tabs,
browser
because they're
crashes?
You want to
And then
see?
you
You
lose
want to
everything.
see my main the Mac Mini I have with all the bookmarks I have. I have under computers. I have no idea what they are. I only go to one of them, which is Jay's site to look up serial numbers. That's it. The rest of it, I don't use them.
What happens when my browser crashes? One, my browser never crashes because my computer never
Don't
crashes.
jinx it. Don't jinx it,
No.
Joe.
Right.
Number two, I have my browser set to always remember its last state, so I could close it right now, reopen it, would reopen all the tabs.
Joe said number 2.
Better than joystick handling. Okay, fine.
All right.
On to me. Thank you, Javier. My name is Joe. Joe from Joe's Computer Museum. You can follow me on YouTube by finding at Joe's Computer Museum on YouTube. You can follow me on what's the name of the place? This thing right here, oldbytes.space.
Twitter?
I don't
Mastodon.
At Mastodon. Museum Joe at oldbytes.space. I can't speak. You can follow me on the Patreons and get access to like behind the scenes content in my Discord channel where we talk about things like this, but all the time because we're insane and crazy. For as little as $1 a month, if you throw me more dollars, per month, you get cool things like mugs and cool stuff. So that is super awesome. And then finally, if you want to get Blue Scuzzies or Y cable adapters or replacement keyboard controllers for your Apple II or RGB adapters for your Apple III and all different types of other cool stuff, you can go to jcm-1.com and get really cool stuff. And that's it. And we're all done.
Yay!
Cool.
Am I your first double?
I want his computer
I think
because
you
mine's
are,
not
yeah.
quite that powerful. But I
Because
want
No,
it.
I've been
your first and last double guest, right?
Yeah.
I ruined it for everybody. Yay!
Well, we've gone through 25 guests now, so we got back to 26. So it means our next guest will be whoever guest number 2 was, which is Crazy Ken. So that'll
Number
be cool.
2.
Awesome. I don't know. We'll
you
figure it
said
out.
number
What's
2 again.
planning? What is planning? You know, I don't know. Squirrel.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
All right. So
Well, thank you
that is-
very much, Joe, for having me.
Yes. David Starbuck. All right. We're out of here. Thank you all for stopping by tonight. It was super fun. Thank you, Steve, for being our awesome guest for a second time. Thank you, Trina, for being our new co-host. Thanks nothing to Ron at all, who decided to go sleep in a field in the middle of the cold and
In
decide
a van down by the river.
Yeah, he couldn't be on tonight. Thank you to Rudy
Love you,
for
Ron.
helping us start this stream many years ago. A year ago, whatever. Thank you to Sean for being a host on the stream for a short period of time. Thank you for everybody in the chat who has stopped by to give us wonderful, cool things to talk about and to laugh along with us tonight. Remember to lasso that like button and spur that subscribe button and all of those things. It helps our channel get suggested to people who like other content like you like, so we get more people in our crazy little stupid little world, and we can all share in the wonderful cool toys that we got. That is all that we got for tonight. Our next episode will be on February 5th. We have no scheduled guest yet, but we will figure that out. So thank you all and have a good evening. Bye, everybody.
Bye.